against a Lenoir-Rhyne team that makes 41% of its shots, but leads the league in scoring at nearly 82 per game. His thoughts on this Bears team when we return here courtside at Shuford Arena. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Our pregame conversation with head coach Mike Mincy heads your way in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit seeaneagles.com/Eagle Club.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Andrew Rogers back here on the AEC Countdown to Tip-Off as Carson-Newman concludes its four-game road swing today against a Lenoir-Rhyne team that's won 4 straight games here with the head coach Mike Mincy on the Eagle Sports Network. Coach, coming off your best offensive performance of the year, shot above 50%, hit the century mark in a 42-point win over Emory and Henry on Wednesday. And probably the most satisfying thing, I think, for you as the coach of this year's group has been offensive consistency. You got that, and you got it on the road on Wednesday. When you reflect back on that performance to get ready for today, what stood out the most and why your offense was so good that day?
Well, we got off to a good start, playing against an undermanned Emory and Henry team. Shot the ball well. The starting group moved the ball well against their zone, and, we knew it was an important game. Couldn't come out and be sluggish, even though they were down players. And then when we went to the bench, because we had a nice little cushion, we went 5 in, 5 out. And, Carly hit a 3. Caroline was hot from 3. Ladd hit a 3. I mean, we just kind of continued on with the scoring run there in the first quarter. And it kind of continued on. There was lethargic moments, obviously. But I think from the third quarter there, when they cut it to, it wasn't 14. I thought it was 40. I guess they cut it to 15. Mm-hmm. And then we kind of took control of the game again and kind of, ran away with it from there. But it's not always going to be that way, and that's one of the things. It's nice that we got the 65 bench points, but when you get into tighter games and you got to have some of those key starters on the floor more than not, it's going to be more mixed lineups, and, we'll see how efficient we can be.
You're up against a Lenoir-Rhyne team today under a first-year head coach, Emery Sator. She's been in the league, rebuilt a Mars Hill team, and now has taken some of those Mars Hill players that made her team successful there with her to Hickory, where they're 9-4 and 5-2 in the league. You saw them when you were here for the SAC Peach Belt crossover. Obviously, weren't scouting them as intensely as you were ahead of today's game. But what stands out about this year's group and what she's been able to do with a bunch of her players from Mars Hill's team last year and the years before, with some new pieces mixed in there as well.
Yeah, she's done a really great job. I mean, and a lot of it has to do with consistency. She started at Mars Hill, and year 1 wasn't great, and then she continued to recruit. Year 2 was much better. Obviously, last year they almost upset Anderson in the SAC tournament, won 17 games. Found her a star, obviously an Elite L, an All-American candidate, Player of the Year candidate that would have been at Mars Hill if they were still there. Finds her way to LR, which is a program that has had success before, and brings several of those players with her, especially L. And then, I think former coach Graham Smith that brought in quite a few talented freshmen, and those kids elected to stay. And I think the forces of the LR kids and the Mars Hill kids joined together has formed a pretty formidable program and team. And, I think they're meshing together well. I think that's probably been a challenge, I would imagine, as a coach to have your players you had at Mars Hill and then bring in somebody else's recruits and try to mesh them together. And I think Emory has done a really good job there, and they're obviously going to be a team to contend with all the way from now until the end of the season. They're 6-0 at home. Their scoring the ball is better than anybody else in the league. I think they're leading in the region as well, top 10 in the country. And it's just a real hard matchup because of L's ability to get to the paint. Their freshman Abigail Brown, which is obviously at this point in time, if the season were to end, she'd be freshman player of the year. But their ability to get to the free throw line, get inside points near the rim, it's a tough challenge for anybody to guard them.
You mentioned their ability to get to the line. They get there 25 times per game, and that helps pace an offense that doesn't shoot too many threes. They shoot enough threes. When you score 81 points per game, you're going to make some threes here and there, but when you make 19 to 25 free throws on average per game, that certainly helps things. How important is defending today, obviously, when you're facing a top offense in the league, but also to do it without fouling?
Yeah, I mean, we're like one of the top teams in the country, I guess, and block shots, and we don't work on that. We don't train that or teach that. It's just something that Nux and Chloe are pretty good at. But I get frustrated at times. I think we foul too much. I think we put people at the free throw line way too much. And it's going to be a key to the game. Can we keep them off the line? And I would rather just play straight up D and play straight up and make them make tough shots than trying to make a play on the ball. I mean, if Chloe and Nux, especially with their length, if they have an ability to get a hand up and make a clean block, certainly we want to do that. But when guards are trying to pick it out of their pocket, as they're going up for a layup, it's just more times than not it's going to end up in a foul, especially if you have a crew that's anticipating, body language. And that's one thing I think LR does is when they go in, whether it's a foul or not, it looks like a foul, and the officials are going to call that. So we have to do a really good job of just playing straight up, especially on their penetrators. And then Elle's going to get near the rim. She's a great leaper. We're going to be able to play straight up on her, not walk up under her. And if she makes a shot, it's a live ball. We've got to get the ball in bounds and get it back down the floor. And we'll have to adjust to the officiating. If the officials are letting us play, that's one thing. If they're calling every touch foul, it's going to be even more of a difficult chore with their ability to get to the line.
All right, best of luck against the Bears.
Thank you, Andrew.
That's the head coach, Mike Mincy. We're back for more when the AEC countdown to tip-off rolls on here on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We're getting closer to tip-off.
Price picks it up, and Carson-Newman is the South Atlantic Conference Tournament champions.
More CN memories are headed your way on the Eagles Sports Network.
Power comes with not only having a voice, but knowing that it is heard. As part of an electric co-op, you're not just getting electricity, you're getting the power to have your voice heard and the opportunity to work together with your community to create a better tomorrow. Here, you're not just a customer, you're a member. AEC, empowering voices just like yours.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
I'm just glad to welcome you back courtside to Lenoir-Rhyne Shuford Arena, where Carson-Newman is set to face off against the Bears. They've lost their last two meetings here against Lenoir-Rhyne. They've shot below 35% in both of those games, and if you count the two games they played here in Hickory earlier this year, the Eagles have shot just 31.5%, trying to overcome some shooting woes. And a matchup with the Bears, it's Carson-Newman at 10-3, and it's Lenoir-Rhyne at 9-4, set to collide their winning streaks when we come back to Shuford Arena. Starting lineups and opening tip-off heads your way after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This
goes up with the right hand, scores, and one.
Is Carson-Newman women's basketball on the Eagle Sports Network.
To Weichel, top of the key three for Braylon's up, swish good. Braylon Weichel from downtown gives Carson-Newman the lead back.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, Domino's, Fresh Ideas, by the Eagle Club, First Bank, by Magaha Electric, Inner Digital, by Food City, by the Eagle Shop, Tri-Light, by Premier Building Maintenance, by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, by the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen. Now back to the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
Good afternoon again, courtside from Lenoir-Rhyne's Shuford Arena. That's where Carson-Newman is set to square off against the Bears in what is Carson-Newman's 7th road game of the year. The Lady Eagles have won 4 straight on the road and are 4-2 for the year. The lights have gone off as Lenoir-Rhyne's hype video plays before the Lenoir-Rhyne starting lineup is announced. We'll give you Carson-Newman's starting lineup first, and it's the same for a group that is now going to start 8 games together, and in the previous 7, this starting lineup has been outstanding, 7-0. Emily Gonzalez and Jennifer Sullivan are senior guards that make up the backcourt. Gonzalez has 43 assists and 27 steals this year. Sullivan is the team's leading scorer on average at 16.5 points per game and has 6 games with 20 or more this year. Also in this starting lineup is a redshirt junior from Knoxville, Tennessee, Keely Rogers. 42 assists, 27 steals. Team's leading rebounder at 7 a game. Does a little bit of everything for Carson-Newman's team this year. In the front court is a junior forward from Chatsworth, Georgia. 6-foot forward Maddie Knuckles averages 13 a game in her junior year, making 48% of her shots. And the lineup rounds out with a 6'2 freshman forward from Maryville, Tennessee, Chloe Heath, who averages 6.5 points, 6 rebounds per game as well. Lenoir-Rhyne's led by Emery Satoris. This is year 1 at LR for her, year 4 as a head coach. She is a 2018 grad of Belmont Abbey.
In the backcourt is a sophomore from Lawrenceville, Georgia, one of many Mars Hill transfers, Amaya Porter. She scores 5 points per game and is the team's top passer at 55 assists to lead the sack as well. Also in the backcourt is a 5'8 junior guard from Charlotte, North Carolina, also a Mars Hill transfer, and that is the conference's top scorer, Aaliyah L. 19.8 points per game for L. 11 of her 12 are in double figures. She has 7 games with 20 or more and shoots 53% from the field, but gets to the free throw line a lot, and that's a key in this one. Also in the backcourt is a 5'9 junior guard from Virginia Beach, Virginia, also a Mars Hill transfer, Alicia Brown. 11 points per game for Brown, 20 steals and 5 boards a game. The front court is another Mars Hill transfer, sophomore forward from Salisbury, North Carolina. That's Lauren Arnold. The sophomore scores 7 points and grabs 7 rebounds per game. And the only non-Mars Hill transfer in the lineup is a freshman from Cary, North Carolina, Abigail Brown. 14 a game for her, 7 boards, and leads the sack with 36 blocks. 4 Mars Hill transfers in Brown for Lenoir-Rhyne, who's in black uniforms today, and Carson-Newman's in the white uniforms. As Brown and Knuckles go to the center jump circle, the official tosses the ball in the air. Brown taps the tip into LR's backcourt. Porter's got it, and we're underway. Bears right to left here in the opening half. Off to Aaliyah L out front. Right-hand dribble goes right to the right block. Loses the dribble, recovers, kicks it out to Brown. Brown puts it on the floor, driving to the basket through 2 defenders. Misses the shot inside. Goes for the miss and is called for a foul going over the back. Game's first foul, 16 seconds in on the standout freshman Abigail Brown. You heard Mike Mincy talk about in his pregame, would be the freshman of the year if the season ended at this point in the year. Bears love to play full court pressure, man-to-man. They back off a little bit as Gonzalez brings it front court and gives to Sullivan right side. Jen inside the arc, now pulls it back out, bounces it inside for Chloe Heath. She goes up, gets her shot blocked from the weak side by Lauren Arnold. Transition Bears. Brown transition to the right block around a defender. Short on the layup. It's loose, and it is out of bounds off of Lenoir-Rhyne. It's tapped out, and Gonzalez was going to let it go out of bounds and was able to do so. 40 seconds in, both teams have missed their opening shots of the game. Inbound into the backcourt for Gonzalez against Amaya Porter's defense. Gonzalez dribbles it off the back of Porter's leg. Now has to hurry up and get it across the timeline, and did not do so in time, but the 10-second violation did go into effect because Porter bumped into Gonzalez as she was nearing midcourt, and that's Porter's first. So 2 starters for the Bears have committed fouls here in the opening minute. And Carson-Newman will inbound with a fresh 30-second shot clock. It's to Gonzalez, and now she walks it across half court. Lob it free throw line, Chloe Heath catches, turns, and now fires a pass to Sullivan. Jen, 16 points per game, has the ball out front. Left-hand dribble to the free throw line, spins off a defender, Euro step, flip shot up, missed it at the rim. Rebound, Lauren Arnold. Arnold rebounds and sends an outlet pass to Porter in transition. Porter chest pass to Brown. Left corner 3 is in the air. It is too strong. Defensive rebound, Emily Gonzalez. The official falls in front of us, regains his balance and continues running. Eagles down the floor as well. Maddie Knuckles finds room underneath, and Gonzalez hits her in stride for 2. 90 seconds in, Carson-Newman has the game's first basket. LR quickly the other way, breaks the Eagles' pressure. Brown inside, spins, flips one up, and scores. Nice right-hand hook by Abigail Brown to level the score at 2. Eagles quickly go front court to Chloe Heath. Bounce pass corner, Gonzalez. 8:15 to go in the first. Gonzalez at the baseline, drives middle, kicks it out, Sullivan. Jen pump fakes the shot, puts the ball on the floor. Hands off for a cutting Maddie Knuckles, who goes to the basket. Tried to bounce a pass inside, got deflected out by the Bears. And it will stay with Carson-Newman with 13 on the shot clock and 8:03 to play in the first. Inbound left baseline, Gonzalez. Sullivan around a double screen, isn't open. They give it to Heath at the block, who gives it back to Gonzalez at the baseline. Now she drives middle with the right hand to the right block, flips one up and is fouled. A lot of fouls here by the Bears earlier on. That's the first on Arnold, 3rd team foul. And with 7 on the shot clock, Gonzalez was able to get Arnold in the air on the pump fake to draw the contact and the foul. Free throws for Carson-Newman's senior guard out of Lenoir City, Tennessee. Gonzalez is a 75% free throw shooter, and her first one is pure from the stripe. Eagle Fans Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, reach for Domino's. You get a large one-topping pizza for $6.99 if you use your Carson-Newman ID. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. 2 makes at the line for Gonzalez. Eagles by 2 now. LR quickly races into the front court, breaking the pressure. Pass to Brown. She goes up, gets swatted from behind by Emily Gonzalez, who was trailing the play. Great recovery by the senior, and it forces the Bears to inbound from the baseline. Porter looks, lobs it out near midcourt where Sullivan deflects it. It goes all the way into the backcourt, so the Bears have to track it down, and they'll bring it front court with 16 to shoot. Aaliyah L. has the basketball at the head of the key. Has not taken a shot yet. Bounces to Brown, who's taken 5 of their 6. Now at top of the key, 3 from Abigail Brown. Swishes in. A great shot there by the freshman. Makes it 5-4. Bears have their first lead. Step back 3 from Sullivan. Misses from the right wing. Long rebound. Goes out of bounds off Carson-Newman. It'll be LR basketball, 5-4 at the 7:21 mark of this first quarter. Abigail Brown's taken 5 of LR's first 6 shots. Double team in the backcourt, and we've got a timeout called by Lenoir-Rhyne at the 7:17 mark. Porter was in trouble, and Emery Satoris, right in front of the bench, burns a timeout. 5-4 Bears, and Abigail Brown 3 gives LR its first lead. She's got all 5 for the Bears. Knuckles and Gonzalez have the 2s for the Eagles, and it brings us to our first break in the action. Bears by 1, just under 3 minutes into this contest from Shuford Arena. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
5-4 Bears as they get ready to inbound the basketball after a called timeout at the 7:17 mark. Inbound to Porter, races across the timeline safely. Drives past Gonzalez, goes right to the basket. Misses the layup after hitting the bottom of the rim. Rebound Gonzalez, and she traveled in the corner as Aaliyah L. tried to pressure the ball up the sideline. And Gonzalez took an extra step. It's a travel. It's Carson-Newman's first turnover, the game's first turnover, just under 3 minutes in. Lob to Brown. She catches, shoots off glass, and scores and 1. Inbound play got Abigail Brown free at the left block, and she makes the layup plus the foul. Brown has all 7 for the Bears, and the foul for Carson-Newman is the team's first of the quarter. Brown at the free throw line is able to complete the three-point play. She's got all 8 after Gonzalez's first foul. 3 minutes in, it's 8-4 Bears. They have the last 6. Jennifer Sullivan has the ball. Foul line extended, right wing. Drives inside the arc to the right block. Flips one high off the glass, but it's going to be waved off. An offensive foul. Amaya Porter stepped over to take the charge on a driving layup attempt by Jen Sullivan. First on Sullivan, gives the ball back to Lenoir-Rhyne. Carson-Newman gets in its full court pressure defense. Porter up the near side for Arnold. Arnold brings it across, double teamed, long pass to Aaliyah L. at the block. One more to Brown. Brown keeps it alive in the corner, but she's doubled. Now gives to Arnold. Arnold to the basket, flips it up and misses, but a foul. Chloe Heath commits her first. So both teams have 3 starters here early on with a foul in this contest. It's the first on Heath, and it sends Lauren Arnold to the foul line to shoot 2. 6:37 to go first quarter. Arnold is a 78% foul shooter and swishes in the first free throw. Bears have 7 straight in the last 90 seconds of this first quarter. 9-4 the score. First point as well scored other than Brown, as Arnold does make both free throws. It's an 8-0 run now over the last 90 seconds. Carson-Newman goes to the bench for the first time. Caroline Hill and Abigail Johnson make their way to the floor. Lenoir-Rhyne counters and brings in Emma Pendleton, a 6'2 sophomore from Lawrenceville, North Carolina. Eagles down 6 here after an 8-0 run by the Bears. Carson-Newman's 1 of 4 from the field so far. Emily Gonzalez, right-hand dribble, goes to the basket, gives to Johnson at the baseline. She skips one out to Knuckles, left wing 3. It's short. It hit the side of the backboard, and it's rebounded by Brown. Transition, she brings the ball to the right wing. Now inside the arc, skips it out. Porter, long 3. Bricked it. Pendleton, offensive rebound, and it's loose underneath, and the possession is going to go to Carson-Newman. It was Sullivan at the baseline that took it away from Pendleton and then falling out of bounds, threw it off her foot to give Carson-Newman the ball. 6:11 to go first quarter. Lady Eagles down 6 and nearly turned it over on the inbound. Leah L. had it for a moment but was falling out of bounds and could not save it before her foot went out of bounds. Shot clock reset to 30 as well. We'll see if the officials indicate that L did have full possession. If she did have full possession, it would reset the shot clock to 30. And they're going to put it down to 29. So they're not going to say L had total possession because she did step out of bounds as she was gaining full control. So the Eagles lose a second here on the shot clock. Long skip pass front court for Johnson. Nobody covering her. And she dribbles and hands off for Carolina Hill. Bounce pass right corner. Johnson has it. Skip it out front. Carolina Hill. Hill, right-hand dribble. Spins on Aaliyah L. Met by a second defender and turns it over a steal. Brown to the basket. Pump fake. Shoots and missed it. Defensive rebound. Sullivan. Bounce past Caroline Hill. Eagles running the other way. Abigail Johnson's wide open, all alone. Drives to the basket. Waits, shoots, and scores. Second field goal by the Lady Eagles. First by Abigail Johnson. Halts an 8-0 Lenoir-Rhyne run in 2.5 minutes. Porter, 3-on-2 break. Skips it corner. Brown, a 3. Swish. Elysia Brown makes 35% of her threes. There's her first of the game. The first by her, second by the Bears. It's 13-6, 5:20 to go first quarter. Gonzalez looking, now drives inside the arc going baseline. Cut off by Porter, continues to pound it into the corner, flips one high off the glass, missed it short. Pendleton the rebound. And the outlet pass deflected and nearly stolen there, as the Bears will bring a line change of subs onto the floor here as Carson-Newman brings Carly Hayworth into the game for the first time. Bears bringing in Tatum Bowen. Abigail Brown's back out there as well. Rayleigh Bear is also on the floor as well, along with Madeline Winterton. It's a young Lenoir-Rhyne roster as well. They have no seniors on the roster. Into the middle, it goes to Brown, now to a cutting Winterton. Inside the arc, skips it left corner. Bowen, a 3. Swish. LR's made 3 of its 5 threes, and it's 16-6 halfway through this first quarter. Bears have found their groove from the field. They've made 4 of their last 5. Dribble handoff with Caroline Hill out front. Hill, pestered by Winterton, comes around a screen, steps into an elbow shot, and missed it short. Defensive rebound, Abigail Brown. Transition, Bears. Riley Bear to a trailing Brown. Top of the key 3. High arcer, swished it. Timeout, Carson-Newman. Lenoir-Rhyne has come out red hot from 3. They have made 4 of their first 6 threes, and it's 19-6. 32nd timeout. Lenoir-Rhyne forces Carson-Newman into a timeout. Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles, located in the MSAC Grand Hall. The Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. Visit them online at eagleshop.cn.edu. Well, Carson-Newman had a 4-2 lead 3.5 minutes ago. And since that point, Lenoir-Rhyne has gone on an extended 14-2 run. They've made back-to-back threes. And defending Abigail Brown has been an issue as well. Tatum Bowen and Elysia Brown have hit threes. They've hit 3 consecutive threes. And the Bears have made 4 of their 6 threes. Brown's got 11 and has 2 of those 4 threes. Carson-Newman's bringing in a couple of subs. Or just one, rather. Madeline Ladd's now on the floor. So it's Ladd, Hayworth, Hill, Johnson, and the only starter, Jen Sullivan, out there. Inbound to Hayworth. She'll sprint up the left sideline and get it across the timeline, guarded by the taller Winterton. They switch it, and Sullivan drives around his screen, going to the basket, flips it up, and is blocked at the rim by Abigail Brown. So Brown doing it on both ends of the floor. She's got 11 points in the game and just recorded her sack-leading 37th block of the year. Inbound Jen Sullivan left baseline. Inbound to Ladd. Top of the key. Caroline Hill's wide open for a three and missed it. Rolls off the iron. Offensive rebound. Abigail Johnson goes back up. Missed it. Hit the bottom of the rim. Rebounded by Brown. Transition LR to the right corner. Bowen catches, sets her feet, doesn't have a shot. And now the Bears will set the offense with Rayleigh Bear out front. Skip it to Brown. Brown rips through, spins in the lane on Johnson, flips it up with the right hand, short. Offensive rebound fought for. It's loose and controlled, though, by Carson-Newman. Transition goes CN. Hayworth, top of the key, firing a long three up into the air, hits the back of the iron, misses. Johnson, offensive rebound, goes back up and is fouled. 14th foul by the Bears. And Abigail Johnson's effort inside will lead to free throws for Carson-Newman. It's on Rayleigh Bear, her first. 19-6 the score. Carson-Newman trails by 13 here in the opening quarter as Keely Rogers returns to the floor for Mike Mincy's team and takes the place of Jen Sullivan. First foul shot from Abigail Johnson misses short off the front of the iron. Johnson was perfect 4 of 4 from the stripe before that miss on the year. Next one up and good. 19-7 the score as Johnson makes the second foul shot. Bear inbound. Eagles still in their pressure. They work it ahead to Brown inside the arc. Long skip pass. Bowen has it. Out to right wing. Winterton three. Missed it short. Rebound taps into the corner. It's loose and it's off Carson-Newman. Nobody grabbed it for the Eagles. It rolls out of bounds and will stay with a Lenoir-Rhyne team that entering the game shoots 28% from three, but has started this game 4 of 6 from long range. Inbound right in front of the Eagles bench for Winterton. Lobs it out front for L. She steps into a deep 2 and missed it. Rolls off the iron. Defensive rebound, Carly Hayworth. And the Eagles settle into this road matchup here against the Bears. Down 12, 3:15 to go first quarter. Hayworth dribbling out front. Crossover dribble, now gets to the foul line. Bounces a pass, but is fouled. That's the 15th foul, so the Eagles in the bonus here early in the first quarter. That is a reach-in on Winterton, her first. And it will send Carly Hayworth to the line as the Bears are bringing back Lauren Arnold and Alicia Brown and are subbing out Abigail Brown and Madeline Winterton. Carly Hayworth from the foul line. She had a career-high 16 on Wednesday and swishes in that first free throw attempt to make it 19-8. Carson-Newman started this game just 2 of 12 from the field. Hayworth makes both. It's back down to a single-digit deficit, 19-10. 3:10 to go first quarter. Near sideline catch by Charles. Now she's got the ball inside the arc. Skip it right corner. Bowen a three. Pure. Tatum Bowen has her second three. And the Bears are 5 of 7 from long range and lead again by double digits. Keely Rogers driving to the basket. Skips it corner, but Brown right there for the steal. Alicia Brown and the Bears have a 13-point lead as she dribbles it up the sideline. Gives to Charles. Reverse to Bowen, and now gives it to Rayleigh Bear, the backup point guard who's playing in her 5th game of the year. Bounce past Charles, right elbow. She goes to work on Johnson and is fouled, bumped underneath. First foul on Abigail Johnson, Carson-Newman's 4th team foul of the first quarter. And with 2:34 to play in this first quarter, the Bears will inbound from the right side of the baseline, up by 13. Bear looking, still looking. Needs to get it in, does quickly to Bowen. She pump fakes a three, steps back, now reverses to Alicia Brown. Brown inside the arc, going to the basket, running shot off glass. It's the side of the backboard, defensive rebound, Carly Hayworth. Transition, Carson-Newman. Hayworth driving to the basket, flips it up high off the window, and it kisses through. Difficult finish in transition from Hayworth. Her first basket, Carson-Newman's 3rd, and it's 22-11. Nearing 2 to play up the near sideline. Pass goes to Charles, throws it middle for Arnold. She pump fakes, drives baseline, spins on Ladd. Up and under move, great move, misses the bunny underneath. Rebound loose in the corner, and Hayworth tracks it down for CN. Carly Hayworth has the basketball, skips to Keely Rogers. Rogers skips it left wing. Caroline Hill drives a closeout, floats one up, missed it. It's loose underneath, and Tatum Bowen has it for LR. 100 seconds to play first quarter. Eagles trail by 11. Hayworth nearly had a steal in the backcourt. 5-on-4 the other way. Bowen, one more. Charles, a right wing three. Yeah. Trista Charles has her 4th three of the year, and it's 25-11. LR has made 6 of its 9 first quarter threes. Hayworth, step back shot for the answer, and it doesn't get the friendly roll after hitting the front of the iron. It rolls off the left side, and it's rebounded by the Bears. 25-11, 70 seconds to play in the first quarter. Bears are getting three-pointers from all sorts of players here in the opening quarter. Bear to the basket, right-hand dribble, spins, met by a second defender and fouled. Free throws coming for Rayleigh Bear with 61 seconds to play in the first quarter. Hayworth commits her first, 5th team foul. Three starters coming back to the floor. Sullivan, Knuckles, Heath return for the final stretch here of this first quarter. That's been all Bears. Been a big discrepancy from beyond the arc as Bear makes the first free throw. It's 26-11. Carson-Newman 0 for 4 from 3, LR 6 of 9. Bears splits a pair. 15-point game, less than a minute to play first quarter. Sullivan across midcourt. Rejects the screen, driving right. Euro step and traveled. Took an extra one. And it's a turnover. Carson-Newman has turned it over 5 times now in this opening quarter, and when you shoot 3 of 15, those 5 turnovers feel like 8 or more. 15-point game, Bears basketball. Amaya Porter, the starting point guard, back in the game, walks it across half court with her team shooting 40% and 67 from 3. Porter back to the basket near midcourt, running a little bit of clock here and setting up a play here in the final moments of this first quarter that's been all Lenoir-Rhyne. Porter around a screen, dribbles left, finds Charles, right wing. She pump fakes a 3, goes to the basket, flips one up and off glass, scores it. Great take by Trista Charles. 17-point game. Shot clock off here in the first quarter, 15 seconds left. Rogers out front, hounded by Bowen. Around his screen, Rogers dribbles to the wing. Double team, 8 seconds. Tries to split the double team, is tied up, and the arrow will keep it with Carson-Newman. 28-11, 6.5 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Eagles will have to inbound here to get something rolling. 6.8 to be exact. Sullivan will inbound from the far right sideline. Bounce pass Heath out front. Clock down to 4 as Rogers catches at the elbow, drives to the basket, flip shot off. The window is good, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close for what was a first quarter dominated by Lenoir-Rhyne. Carson-Newman gets the last late punch on a Keely Rogers driving layup, and it's 28-13 Bears, the most first quarter points that Carson-Newman has allowed this season. Bears make 6 threes and have 28 first quarter points to lead by 15 here inside of Shuford Arena. We're back for the second frame after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
Carson-Newman down 15 points at the end of the first quarter. We get set for the start of the second quarter. It'll be a Lenoir-Rhyne ball. Eagle fans, Lisa's Country Kitchen serves the best home-cooked meals the Lakeway region can offer. Lisa's Country Kitchen is the official restaurant of the Carson-Newman Eagles. To put that first quarter in perspective, Lenoir-Rhyne's only made 6 or more threes in 9 of its 14 games. They've not even made this many 5 different times this year, and they've done that in the first quarter as Brown drives to the basket and misses the layup, and then after the rebound by Knuckles, she is fouled by Lauren Arnold. Second on Arnold. We'll give the ball back to Carson-Newman after a defensive stand to start this first quarter. So wonder if the law of averages catches up to Lenoir-Rhyne, and can Carson-Newman heat up as Knuckles inbounds and gets it to Rogers, and the ball is deflected out by L in the corner. Carson-Newman in that first quarter, 25% from the field, 4 of 16 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3. Madeline Winterton takes the place of the foul-plagued Arnold, who has 2. Harmony Sullivan's in the game. She's got the ball, bringing it up the floor against Alicia Brown's defense. This freshman is running the point here to start the second quarter. Gives it to Rogers. Now a bounce pass. Sullivan, head of the key. Jab step, now a between-the-legs dribble. Pulls it back outside the arc, throws it middle of the paint for Heath. Goes to the right-hand hook and kisses it off the window. Carson-Newman has 4 straight, dating back to that final basket of the first quarter, and it's 28-15. Brown to Leah L. Here's a 3 in the air. It's too strong. Good boxing out by the Eagles. Nobody crashing in, really, for the Bears. And Rogers taps the rebound to herself. Transition. Sullivan pump fakes a 3, drives to the basket, try to dump it off, gets deflected. Heath ends up with it and kisses it in with the left-hand hook. 6 straight for Carson-Newman now, and it's 28-17, 1 minute into the second quarter. Aaliyah L. has no points, gives it to Alicia Brown for a head-of-the-key 3, and it's nothing but net. Alicia Brown has her second 3, now a turnover in the backcourt. Trailing Abigail Brown 3, bricked it off the backboard, rebounded by Harmony Sullivan. Eagles down 14, running the other way. Sullivan transition, handoff Chloe Heath. Harmony has the ball and now waits for a play call from the near side here, and head coach Mike Mincy yells it out as Harmony bounces it for Knuckles. Dribble handoff, Chloe Heath, top of the key 3, swish. Chloe Heath has 5 straight, 7 for the game, and Carson-Newman, just like that, has already scored 7 points here in the second quarter within 11. 8:12 to go as Porter fires a pass to Aaliyah L. Right wing dribble now into the painted area, stops, drives, flips it up over Rogers, too strong, defensive rebound, Maddie Knuckles. Running down the floor is Harmony Sullivan, right hand layup off glass is good. What a find all the way from the backcourt. Knuckles hits Sullivan in stride, and it's a single-digit game. 31-22, and the Bears throw it away. Porter's pass errant for L, and it's a turnover. So just over 2 minutes into the second quarter, Carson-Newman's gone on a 9-3 run to make this a single-digit game, and they've made all 4 of its shots as well, after only making 4 the entire first quarter. Harmony Sullivan harassed out near midcourt, bounces a pass for Knuckles. Knuckles drives right hand to the basket, flips it up. Will it continue? It will count, and 1. Knuckles split through a defender, and the continuation allows her to get a 3-point play opportunity. Madeline Winterton fouled Knuckles on the way to the basket, second on Winterton. And Maddie Knuckles will go to the free throw line after her second field goal and 4th point. Fantastic finish and ability to drive in by Knuckles. And what was a 15-point first quarter deficit has turned into a 6-point game just 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. 31-25, Bears have the ball. Rayleigh Bear dribbles out front. Right-hand bounce pass to Abigail Brown at the elbow. Rips through, drives on Knuckles, goes back up with the left hand. Missed it and is fouled. Going up on the left side, Maddie Knuckles commits the foul, her first. Abigail Brown went to the up and under move, turning back to her strong left hand and was fouled. Abigail Brown to the foul line, LR 4 of 5 so far. And Brown to the stripe. She's got 11 points in the game. And the first free throw's in the air and swished in. Serving East Tennessee for 40 years is Magaha Electric, the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Visit them at MagahaElectric.com for all your electric contracting needs. Magaha Electric is your East Tennessee electrical contracting source. 2 makes for Brown. It's back to an 8-point game. 7:15 to go in the second frame. Sullivan spins by a defender. They reverse it to Rogers, back right side. Knuckles, catch and shoot 3. Rolls off the iron. Rebound deflected out by Brown of LR. And Carson-Newman will get an extra 20 seconds here on the shot clock. Sullivan was crashing, and Alicia Brown did not box out, was trailing the play and deflected it out. Carson-Newman will inbound right baseline. Harmony Sullivan looking, lobs it out near the right wing for Heath. Tipped pass ends up with Rogers at the top of the key. Cutting inside, Knuckles splits 2. Left hand hook shot off the glass, kisses in. Maddie Knuckles has 7 points. And it's back to a 6-point game just over 3 minutes into the second frame. Bear dumps it off. Brown catches, right hand hook, flips it up and in. The stout freshman has 15 points here in the first half, her 5th field goal. and it's back to an LR lead of 8. Harmony Sullivan dribbles around 2 defenders, dishes it out, Knuckles, throw it inside. Chloe Heath wide open, reverse layup with the right hand from the left side is true. 9 for Heath. Carson-Newman continues to shoot it well. Brown for the answer, and then swished in. Abigail Brown is having a day here in the first half. Her 18th point and third 3 increases Lenoir-Rhyne's lead back to 9. Brown has had all the answers for LR here in the second to counter Carson-Newman, and now we've got a blocking foul right in front of the Bears bench. Alicia Brown tried to take a charge on Rogers out front and commits her first foul, Lenoir-Rhyne's third of the quarter. 2 subs for Carson-Newman. Emily Gonzalez, Sybil Penland up off Carson-Newman's bench. Knuckles and Harmony Sullivan will rest. Carson-Newman 7 of 8 from the field here in the second quarter after going 4 of 16 in the first quarter. Bears have made 3 baskets, and they've all been from Abigail Brown. Keely Rogers out front. Triple threat position, puts it on the floor now, between the legs, dribble to the foul line. Gets to the right block, now goes baseline, skips it out. Gonzalez, she pump fakes a 3, drives inside, floats it up, and banks it in. Emily Gonzalez's first basket makes it 38-31. 5:40 and counting to go in this up-tempo, high-scoring now first half from Hickory. Chest pass Porter to Aaliyah L. Right-hand dribble, a crossover to the block. Spins, fades away on Rogers, barely hit the rim, and it's rebounded by Heath. Transition, Gonzalez brings the ball into the front court. Reverse to Sullivan, right wing. 2 bodies meet her. She bounces it for Chloe Heath in the right corner for 3, and Chloe Heath swishes it in. Chloe Heath has hit both of Carson-Newman's 3s, and it's a 4-point game. 5:12 to go first half. It's 38-34 on Heath's 12th point. Aaliyah L. reverses to Tatum Bowen. Bowen around his screen. Gives it to Brown, head of the key. Brown, a jab step and a 3. Swish. Abigail Brown has 4 first half 3s. She's got 21 points, and it's back to a 7-point Lenoir-Rhyne lead. Sybil Penland attacks a closeout, drives inside, dishes to Chloe Heath. She pump fakes, flips one up from the elbow, left it short. Defensive rebound, Aaliyah L. Bears want to run in transition, no numbers. L driving inside, right to the basket, gets blocked by Rogers underneath. Great individual defense by Keely Rogers underneath, and Carson-Newman goes the other way. Gonzalez cut off in transition in the corner. Gives it to Heath at the baseline. Out front, Sullivan catches, fires a long 3, and bangs it in. Jen Sullivan has her first basket, and back and forth we go. Good shots, high-level shots both ways. It's 41-37 now with 4 to play in the first half. Still have yet to get our media break here as well in the second. Brown, left-hand dribble to the basket. Through contact, is fouled, missed the shot, and it's on Sybil Penland. Foul on Penland will bring us to our media break with exactly 4 minutes to play in this second quarter. Carson-Newman is 10 of 12 from the field in the second quarter. They've scored 24 points in the second frame with still 4 to play. However, Abigail Brown has had many of answers for the Bears. She has 21 of their 41, and the Bears still lead by 4 with 4 to play in the half. We're back courtside to Shuford Arena after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
4 to play second quarter. Carson-Newman trailed by as many as 17 in that first quarter, and they're within 4 points, but Abigail Brown, the freshman phenom out of Salt Cary, North Carolina, can add on to what has been a fantastic first half for the freshman. She has 21 points, spins the ball, and her first free throw is up and good. She's already matched her career high. Her career high was set in Game 2 this year, scored 22 points against Lander. This is her second career 20-point game. And Brown's second free throw is good. She's got a new career high of 23, and we still have 24 minutes of basketball to play here in Hickory. Sybil Penland and the Eagles break the pressure as Brown nearly shot the gap on the pass to Hill, and it ends up out of bounds. It'll stay with Carson-Newman. Lady Eagles now shooting 50% thanks to this 83% shooting quarter. In the second, Caroline Hill top of the key, handoff Rogers. Callie McMahon on the floor for Carson-Newman. Sets a ball screen for Rogers. Rogers driving to the basket. Left-hand shot is up, no good, and a foul underneath. It's on Abigail Brown, and that's the second on Brown. And immediately, Trista Charles goes to the scorer's table and will take Brown off the floor. So the best player in this game, Abigail Brown, has 23 points and has made a career-high 4 threes. She's going to go to the bench with 2 fouls as Keely Rogers is at the foul line and makes the first free throw for her 3rd point. So mark that down, 3:43 to go. How does Carson-Newman end this first half with Lenoir-Rhyne's best player in this game off the floor? Rogers' second foul shot hits the right side of the iron and dings out. Rebound Bear, and the Bears running. Porter in the corner, turns down a 3, and now dribbles it out front. Remember, Lenoir-Rhyne has the league's leading scorer in Aaliyah L., but she's 0 for 5. Trying to change that here with a 3, and it goes in and out. Rebound fought for Sybil Penland, and traffic has it, and bounces an outlet pass for Gonzalez. Transition, Carson-Newman, Gonzalez, Eurostep, kicks it out, and it's deflected by L. Gonzalez tried to go up for a shot, but was contested well and was forced to pass it out, and the pass got deflected. So Carson-Newman will inbound from the far sideline. Hill bounces it in for McMahon. McMahon reverses to Keely Rogers. She rips through. Crossover dribble, skips it left corner. Gonzalez pump fakes a 3. Kicks it out, Rogers. One more. Caroline Hill is wide open. Left wing 3. Too strong. Long rebound. Tried to get after it. It's now loose on the floor. Bowen there first and fires to Charles. Charles across midcourt. Harassed by Rogers. And LR burns a timeout. I think it came from Charles. I don't think it came from the bench because Coach Satoris was not happy to have to use that. It's the second one in the half here for Lenoir-Rhyne. It'll be a 30-second timeout with 2:58 to play until halftime. 43-38, Carson-Newman is shooting 77% from the floor in this second quarter to make up for a 25% first quarter that saw this group get down 17 early. InterDigital strives to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, and mobile app and film production services. InterDigital, laser focused on your success. Carson-Newman plus 10 in this second quarter, 25-15 advantage. They've matched LR's output in threes in this quarter as well. Both teams are 3 of 5 from long range in this second quarter. The Eagles have made 7 shots inside the arc in this frame compared to Lenoir-Rhyne only making 1 inside the arc shot. That was a Abigail Brown hook shot in the lane. Bailey Bear out of the timeout, dribbles around a screen, nearly threw it away. Does, it's loose, and we've got a jump ball, and the arrow favors Carson-Newman. So that ball was loose. Charles dropped it, gathered it back, but Knuckles was right in there to tie it up, and the arrow favors Carson-Newman. So the Eagles force Lenoir-Rhyne into its 3rd turnover, and Carson-Newman has the ball down by 5. 2:40 and counting to go second quarter. Sullivan lobs for Chloe Heath. Heath fakes a pass, now hands it back off to Sullivan around 2 screens, gives it to Heath. One more, right corner. Gonzalez wide open for a 3. It rolls off the iron. Offensive rebound in the hands of Hill, but couldn't control it, and the Bears go the other way. Porter to the right wing. Reverse to Bear, now to Alicia Brown. Brown gives it back to Bear. Rayleigh Bear, the freshman guard. Left-hand bounce pass mid-post for Charles, backing down Sullivan. Right-hand shot up and good. Trista Charles has her 7th point of the contest with 2:08 to play. Eagles down 7 now. Maddie Knuckles, chest pass, right wing, Jen Sullivan to a cutting Maddie Knuckles to the basket. Right-hand flip shot, missed it inside at the rim. Loose ball. It's still loose all the way out near midcourt. Carson-Newman ends up with the possession. Good fight by the Eagles for an offensive rebound here. Sullivan around a screen, turned it over. A steal for Porter and the Bears. to the left corner. Bowen, catch 3 from the corner. It looks good, and it is good. Tatum Bowen's third 3 makes it 48-38. Gonzalez trying to answer, goes right to the basket and kisses a right-hand shot off the window. 48-40. With 90 seconds to play in the second quarter, Gonzalez has her 6th point. Rayleigh Bear controls the pace here with $1:20 to play now in the second. Around his screen from Charles, drives to the basket, flips it up, and scores with the right hand from the left side. Lenoir-Rhyne has 50 first-half points and leads by 10. Gonzalez quickly the other way, spins in the lane, kicks it to Caroline Hill. Her pass deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Carson-Newman as the Bears make a change, and so does Carson-Newman. Jody King, a 5'11 freshman forward, comes into the game for the first time for LR, and out goes Trista Charles. Eagles bring Keely Rogers to the floor for Caroline Hill. Sullivan will inbound. Back to Sullivan. She's wide open. Left wing 3. Swish! Somehow nobody was guarding Jen Sullivan after the inbound. And Carson-Newman's within 7, 50-43. Brown's wide open. Left corner 3 for the answer is good. And Mike Mincy's burning another timeout. Carson-Newman did not match up in transition either. Neither team was guarding anybody on that last possession. Sullivan drilled a wide open left wing 3, and then on this end of the floor, nobody was guarding Alicia Brown, who knocks home her third 3. 53-43, 50 seconds to play second quarter. And Mike Mincy burned his second timeout. Both teams have burned 2 timeouts here in this first half, and he is letting his team know about it for not matching up defensively. The Bears now are shooting 47% from the field and are 11 of 16 from 3. Most three-pointers, or second most three-pointers in a game for the group this year. They've now made double-digit threes in 4 of their last 5 after not doing it in their first 9 games of the year. Maddie Knuckles will inbound from the left baseline. LR, full court man-to-man pressure, bounce past Gonzalez. Gonzalez doesn't see a double team, tells the rest of her teammates to dribble away. Now a double team does come. Gonzalez dribbles away from it, fires a pass corner for Rogers. Rogers rips through, driving baseline. Now a one-hand skip to Sullivan. In stride, catches, shoots a 3, missed it short. Rayleigh Bear the rebound. Bear brings it front court with a right-hand dribble, and Gonzalez fouled her. And that is the 3rd team foul. And it's the 2nd on Emily Gonzalez. 2 on Gonzalez. Eagles do have another foul to give if they elect to foul or do foul again, if it's not a shooting foul. 53-43. Eagles got within 4 in this second quarter, but the Bears continue to shoot the ball very well from beyond the arc. They're 5 of 7 in this quarter to get this lead back to double digits here in the final seconds of the first half. About a second difference between the 2 clocks. Rayleigh Bear dribbling out front. 15 seconds on the clock. Bear still dribbling. Clock goes down to 10. Shot clock at 9. Bear dribble handoff, fakes it with Porter, goes to the basket, is fouled by Knuckles. Second foul on Maddie Knuckles will send Rayleigh Bear to the foul line with 6.7 seconds to play in the opening half. Bear to the strike. First free throw is in the air, and it goes in and out, no good. Rayleigh Bear is a 77% foul shooter, playing her 5th game of the year. Missed the first several games of the season with an injury, but has played in the last 4 and averages 7 points off the bench. Next one's up, swished in, 54-43. Inbound quickly to Carly Hayworth, 6 and 5. Hayworth across midcourt. Chest pass, Keely Rogers heaves up a 3 from the left wing. It's short, and we've got a foul underneath from the official out near midcourt as the buzzer was sounding to end the first half. We'll see who it's on, but either way, it's going to be free throws because it's the 5th team foul by Lenoir-Rhyne in the quarter, if they do say it is a foul. It was going for the rebound with Sullivan. It is on Amaya Porter. It's the 2nd on Porter, and they'll probably have to put some time back on the clock as well. Sullivan was going after the rebound with about a 2.5, 2 seconds to play, and the foul came basically at the same time as when the buzzer sounded, so there shouldn't be too much time. But the foul on Porter will send Sullivan to the foul line. 2 makes can make this a single-digit game at halftime. 2 of the officials are to my right here at the scorers table inside Shuford Arena to look at the video review and figure out how much time should be on the clock. Carson-Newman has allowed Lenoir-Rhyne to score 54 first-half points. By far the most first-half points by an opponent this year. Previous high for an opponent this year was 37 by USC-Aiken in this same building. Most points and a half as well, either first or second half. 0.4 on the clock as Sullivan shoots up the first free throw and swishes it in, 54-44. And if Sullivan makes the second, it'll be a single-digit game going to the break. It's up, it's good, 54-45 inbound, and that'll do it for the half. So Carson-Newman, thanks to an effort on the offensive glass by Sullivan, she's fouled, she gets 2 free throws, and Carson-Newman's deficit goes to single digits at the break. A high-scoring shootout here in Shuford Arena has Carson-Newman trailing 54-45 at the break. Eagles trailed by as many as 17. They got as close as 4 in the second quarter, but the deficit is 9 as we hit intermission here in Hickory. We'll break it all down with the Eagle Shop halftime report, which heads your way after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the Eagle Shop halftime report in 60 seconds. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
AEC is a distributor of Marathon energy-efficient water heaters. We offer 30-gallon to 105-gallon tanks. Marathon water heaters are durable, lightweight, and under warranty to not leak as long as you own your home. Foam insulation allows these thermal storage units to provide long-term temperature control. Marathon's lightweight tank is easier to maneuver and position, and the bowl-shaped tank bottom allows complete sediment drain. AEC, empowering efficiency.
It's halftime on the Eagle Sports Network. Highlights, a check of the Eagle Shop scoreboard, and stats are headed your way.
Euro step in the lane, shot up off glass. It falls in for Keely Rogers.
Now let's head back to the arena. Here's the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
At the Open here in Hickory, North Carolina, that these two teams love to get up and down the floor. Both teams rank first and second in the South Atlantic Conference in field goal makes and field goal attempts. It would be an up-tempo game. Well, we've got just that from the first half. 54-45, the halftime score between Lenoir-Rhyne and Carson-Newman. The Bears led by a career-high 23 points from Abigail Brown, as well as a career-high 4 of 5 shooting from 3. Her first quarter and really first half effort is what has allowed Lenoir-Rhyne to have this lead for most of that first half. They led for 17 of the 20 available minutes. We're at halftime, 9-point Lenoir-Rhyne lead here at the break. Carson-Newman came out of the gates very slow offensively, only went 4 of 16 from the field in the first quarter. Lenoir-Rhyne went on an extended 14-2 scoring run over 3.5 minutes to jump out to a 17-point lead at one point in the first quarter. It came in with 25 seconds left. The Eagles got a late 2 from Keely Rogers to make the first quarter deficit 15 at 28-13. But then Carson-Newman found its stride in the second quarter, made 6 of its first 7 shots and shot 63% from the field, including 4 of 9 from 3, and got all the way within 4 points with 4:20 to play after Jen Sullivan hit a 3-point basket. But Carson-Newman would go on to make just 2 shots in the final 4 minutes, and what was as low as a 4-point deficit went back up to 9, and double digits at one point there late in the second quarter. But Jen Sullivan made a couple free throws in the final second of the first half to get this back down to a single-digit game at 9 at halftime, 54-45. Carson-Newman shot 63% to get back into this game in that second quarter and scored 32 second-quarter points, but Lenoir-Rhyne did just as well, scoring 26 second-quarter points after a 28-point first quarter and made 5 of their 7 threes. The only statistic you need to know from the first half is Lenoir-Rhyne is 11 of 16 from 3 in that first half of play. It's the second most threes they've made in a game this year, and just the 4th time they've made double-digit threes. But it's the 4th time in the last 5 games they've made double-digit threes. So a team that has continued to show that it can shoot the 3 ball well. In fact, they've only shot 40% or better from 3 one time in their previous 13 games this year. They're shooting 69% from 3 at intermission. Abigail Brown's 4 of 5. Alicia Brown's 3 of 3. Tatum Bowen is 3 of 3. So Carson-Newman's perimeter defense will need to improve, or hope the law of averages kicks in and the Eagles defense can get some breaks from what has been a Lenoir-Rhyne team that has just shot the cover off the ball in the opening half of play. Chloe Heath has 12 points in the first half. She made both of her threes and is 5 of 7 from the field with 2 boards and 2 assists. 3 other Eagles have made multiple baskets. Jen Sullivan has 8 points and is 2 of 6 from the field. Both their field goals are threes. Emily Gonzalez has made 2 baskets and has 6 points. And Maddie Knuckles is 3 of 6 from the field with 7 points and leads the team in rebounding and assists with 4 boards and 3 assists. Carson-Newman's just 4 of 13 from 3 and has shot 46% from the field compared to Lenoir-Rhyne's 47% shooting from long range. Battle on the boards has favored Carson-Newman. They're +3 on the +6 rather on the glass at 23-17 and +12 in points in the paint. But the difference is where Lenoir-Rhyne has been able to get 33 points from long range compared to Carson-Newman's just 12 points from the 3-point line in that opening half. Carson-Newman trails by 9 points at the break, 54-45. Most points allowed by this stout Eagles defense in a half all season long. They had allowed 47 in the second half against Catawba at the end of November, and they give up 54 to a Lenoir-Rhyne team that leads the SAC in scoring, and that's why Carson-Newman trails by 9 points, matching its largest halftime deficit of the season. We'll take a look around the South Atlantic Conference. Full slate of games to get to when we return courtside to Shuford Arena in a moment. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
A check of the SAC scoreboard is next. Stick around on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
The Eagles Sports Network is part of SAC Live, the official digital network of the South Atlantic Conference. SAC Live is the home of all your South Atlantic Conference sports action, including 20 SAC championships. Time to get caught up with some SACtion. Here are the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and the nation. Let's go around the league with a scoreboard update. Now back to the arena.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back courtside to Shuford Arena. Carson-Newman trails Lenoir-Rhyne 54-45 at intermission. Wingate is starting to play much better basketball. They won Wednesday against Catawba, and they're up by 20. Just getting underway in the second half against Mars Hill. The Wingate Bulldogs are 8-5. The Lions are 4-10. It's 47-27 at halftime. Laura Montiel has 10 first-half points to lead the way for the Bulldogs, who are shooting 46% from the field. Carson-Newman is back at home on Wednesday against Lincoln Memorial, and they are at Newberry today. 34-27 is the halftime score. Rail Splitters trailed at the end of the first quarter, but scored 23 points in the second and shot 6 of 9 from the field to lead by 7 heading into that second half. Malia Hill has 9 points to lead the way for the Rail Splitters. All Anderson against Tusculum in Anderson, South Carolina. The Trojans are up 46-21 as they've just started the second half. They led 46-17 at halftime thanks to a 43% shooting effort from the Trojans in the first half of play. Somewhat surprising score. An Emory and Henry team playing without its top 3 scorers is 4 minutes into the second half against Coker and leads by 11, 40-29. Cobra's trailing the E&H Wasps, again, who are playing without their top 3 scores. It's an 11-point E&H lead, 5:40 to go third quarter. And the other score that is in the third quarter now as well is Catawba leading UVA-Wise 37-23. Carson-Newman's trailing at halftime for the 5th time this year. They've split their first 4, but they've won their last 2 when trailing on the road, and that is during this 4-game road swing and 4-game road winning streak. They trailed at Wingate and won. They trailed at Francis Marion at halftime and won. They trail at Lenoir-Rhyne and are trying to make a comeback here in the second half. We'll bring you second half action from Shuford Arena when we return to Hickory after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman basketball.
Into the front court, losing her dribble, kicks it out, right wing, 3 from Bergstrom is up and good! As the buzzer sounds to end the first half.
On the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back courtside to Lenoir-Rhyne's Shuford Arena, where two teams with winning streaks have collided and are playing some high-level basketball here after the first half. We're about set to start the third quarter of play. It'll be Lenoir-Rhyne basketball to begin the second half of play. They'll have a 9-point lead. Carson-Newman has trailed by 9 this year at the break. They did at Francis Marion and rallied and won that game. Do they have something up their sleeve here in Hickory? Inbound goes to Amaya Porter, second half underway with Lauren Arnold giving a dribble handoff to Aaliyah L. She was scoreless in the first half, bouncing, backing down. Rogers missed the layup underneath. Rebound, Rogers underneath. Great individual defense. Outlet to Sullivan. Middle of the floor, Heath has her pass ripped and stolen. Porter off to the races. Right hand layup is good. Great steal there by Amaya Porter. Jumped the gap on the pass to Heath and leads it in. 8th Carson-Newman turnover leads to an LR basket. They've got 12 points off turnovers now. Rogers right hand dribble bounces to a cutting Sullivan. Left hand layup, missed it through traffic. Rebound Brown. Abigail Brown affected that one at the rim. Rebound Bears. They bring it front court with Porter. Now the trailing Abigail Brown. Triple handoff, fakes it with Alicia Brown. Drives left on to the basket and finishes through Chloe Heath. Abigail Brown has 25 points, continuing to reset her career high. Bears have 4 quick ones to start the second half. Gonzalez dribbles to the right block, kicks it out to Keely Rogers. Rogers driving middle is bumped and fouled by Aaliyah L. Foul on L is her first, and LR's first of the second quarter. Bears have 4 players in this game with 2 fouls, including 3 starters. Inbound Knuckles left elbow. One dribble, drives to the basket, right block, layup off glass is good. Great finish there by Maddie Knuckles. That is her 9th point. Eagles have their first basket after halftime. It's an 11-point game. Chest pass to Lauren Arnold. She hands off for Brown. Head of the key, Aaliyah L. Right hand dribble into Rogers, right to the basket. Finishes through contact and one. The first basket of the game for the conference's leading scorer comes just under 90 seconds into this third quarter. Foul on Rogers, who's played great defense, but not that time. Rogers commits her first foul, Carson-Newman's first foul of the third. Elle is now 1 of 8 in the game, and her first trip to the foul line makes the free throw as well. 61-47, Carson-Newman trails by 14. Largest the LR lead has been since early in the second quarter. Gonzalez to the basket, up and under move through traffic. She's fouled. Going up, 2 players were in the area, and the foul is on Alicia Brown. That is Brown's second foul. So 4 LR starters now have 2 fouls. Porter, Brown, Abigail Brown, and Lauren Arnold. The 4 starters with 2 fouls as Emily Gonzalez gets ready to shoot 2 free throws. She is 2 of 2 in the game with 6 points, and the first free throw is up and in. Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider, Eagle fans, providing Jefferson City with ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband. Let them serve you by visiting trilite.net. Gonzalez spins in the second free throw, and it's back to a 12-point game. 8:20 to go third quarter, 61-49. Amaya Porter is the team's point guard. Gives it out to Abigail Brown for a three. A jab step and a three-pointer swished in. Abigail Brown is 5 of 6 from 3. She had made 4 combined threes in her last 5 games. 5 alone in this one. Increases LR's lead to 15. 2 minutes into the third quarter. LR continues to be red hot from distance. Bounce pass. Sullivan behind Heath. She controls it and is fouled. Foul number 3 on Lauren Arnold. Third team foul by the Bears. So LR may have to navigate some foul trouble here in the second half. They will bring Arnold off the floor and bring Rayleigh Bear back in. 7:52 to go third quarter. 64-49 LR. Gonzalez right baseline to inbound. Looking. Lobs it out near the wing for Sullivan. Jen left-hand dribble. Guarded by L. Crossover dribble. At the foul line, pump fakes. Looks for a cutter. Bounces to Rogers, and she's fouled. That's 4 team fouls now on LR. That's the third on Amaya Porter. So the fouls continue to rack up, and now every foul, not player control here, will be free throws for Carson-Newman in the next 7+ minutes. Could be an advantage for CN. Inbound to Knuckles, right wing. Bounce it back to Sullivan, 14-footer, swished in. Jen is the second Lady Eagle in double figures. That's her 10th point, and it's a 13-point game. 7.5 to play in the third. Can Carson-Newman defend LR's three-point shooting and hope the Bears cool off? Bear pick and pop with Brown. She's going to want another one. This one hits the right side of the iron and misses. Rebound Carson-Newman. Just her second miss from 3 in 7 attempts. Gonzalez to the basket. Right-hand layup is good. Banks it in off the window, and Emily has 10. And Carson-Newman back within 11 now. Rayleigh Bear quickly the other way. Right-hand in and out dribble. Now a spin. Up and under over Knuckles. Missed the layup, though. Left it short. Knuckles back into the area for the rebound. Gonzalez, transition, cut off by L. Reverses left wing. Heath turns down the 3. Step into a jump shot. Missed it. Offensive rebound. Knuckles gives it back to Heath. One more Sullivan. She jab steps, now drives into the paint, floats it up off the glass, kisses it in. 12 for Jen, and Carson-Newman has the last 6 to drop back within single digits. 64-55. Still a lot of time left in the game. 6.5 left in the third. Abigail Brown has the ball, head of the key. Jab step, left-hand dribble. Still dribbling. Around his screen, goes to the basket, driving layup, missed it, and it's deflected out by Carson-Newman. It'll stay with LR. Rare miss from Brown inside as Amaya Porter with her 3 fouls leaves the floor, and Madeline Winterton back out there with her 2 fouls. Bear inbounding. Looks. Pass deflected and stolen. Gonzalez tipped it into the hands of Rogers. Keeley brings it front court. Right-hand dribble. Dribble handoff with Sullivan. Sullivan around 2 screens. Step back. Jump shot is pure. Jen Sullivan has 4 straight. Carson-Newman has 8 straight. And it's a 7-point game 4 minutes into the third quarter. 64-57. Rayleigh Bear dribbles out front and calls for a play. Bounce pass stolen by Rogers. Rogers the other way. Pass to Bears defender. Keeley to the basket. Stop. Shoots. Scores. 10 straight from Carson-Newman. It's a 5-point game. 5:40 to go third quarter. Bears have not scored in 2.5 minutes during this run. Brown trying to change that is fouled on a left-hand drive to the basket. Abigail Brown will get 2 free throws as Chloe Heath is charged with her second foul. Second team foul by Carson-Newman in the quarter as well, as Tatum Bowen is coming back into the game as well for the Bears as Abigail Brown heads to the foul line. Carson-Newman again red hot from the field, 6 of 8 here in this third quarter. As Brown's first free throw is swished in. She has 29 points. No other LR player is in double figures yet, although a couple are close. Brown, and the next free throw is up and no good. In and out. Rebound Chloe Heath. 6-point game, 65-59. Carson-Newman down 6. Rogers transition going to the basket. Right hand layup off glass is good. Lady Eagles are 7 of 9 from the field in the third. It's a 4-point game. Carson-Newman's not been within a possession since the first 3 minutes. Brown, a jab step and a 3, and the answer. Have a day, Abigail Brown. She's got 32 on 6 threes. It's back to a 7-point LR lead. Rogers driving, kicks it out. Heath for the answer. Short. Rebound, fought for. Sullivan's got an offensive rebound. Left corner three. Cha-ching! It tried to pop out, but it stays through for Jen. That is her 17th point, and it's a 4-point game. 4:45 to go third quarter. That's just Carson-Newman's 5th three of the game as well. Bear to the basket, spins in the lane, flips it up and missed it short. Offensive rebound, L, and the putback is true. Aaliyah L's second basket. It's a 6-point game. Eagles quickly the other way. Sullivan right wing three, airballed it. It'll go out of bounds. Back to LR, and it brings us to a media break. 4:27 to go third quarter, and our high-scoring, up-tempo clash continues. These two teams combined for 99 first-half points. They've combined for 35 third-quarter points, with CN holding the advantage 19-16 to get back within a couple of possessions. 70-64, Lenoir-Rhyne has the lead, 4:27 to play in the third frame. Eagles hanging around here in Hickory on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
70-67 in a high-level offensive battle between Carson-Newman and Lenoir-Rhyne. It's the Bears leading the Eagles 70-60. For Abigail Brown has a game-high 32 points on a career-high 6 threes. She is a freshman, by the way. First time an opposing player against Carson-Newman's gone for 30 or more since Alexis Smitty went for 32 last year against the Eagles in Holt. Rayleigh Bear dribbles out front, right-hand dribble. The backup point guard gives it to Brown. Brown, head of the key, pump fake, spins in the lane. Goes back to the left, Knuckles guarding her. Doubled and stripped and stolen. Rogers got her left hand in there for the steal. Outlet pass goes back to Rogers. Right-hand dribble inside the arc. Nothing there, goes to the corner. Picks up her dribble, finds a cutting Sullivan. Flip shot up and too strong. Rebound Bowen. Bear harassed in the backcourt. Sullivan will sprint back to catch up with Bear. She brings it front court. Top of the key dribble for the freshman point guard. Right-hand dribble, in and out against Sullivan. Spins in the lane, pump fakes, kicks it out. Alicia Brown's perfect from three. That stays true. Brown has hit all 4 of her threes, and LR back up 9. Quickly the other way. Caroline Hill pump fakes a left corner 3, gives it back to Gonzalez, left corner. Gonzalez, right-hand dribble, into the middle of the paint, flips it up right-hand, airballed it, but got fouled. Late whistle. That shot had already hit the bottom of the net, but a foul was called on Rayleigh Bear. That's Bear's third. So the fouls continue to rack up for LR's main players. Check that second foul on Bear. And free throws coming for Gonzalez here at the 3:22 mark. Her first foul shot is up and good. 73-65 the score. Carson-Newman trying to hang around despite LR shooting 70% from the field on 14 makes. Second one from Emily is missed off the right side. Rebound, Brown. 73-65, 3:15 to go in the third. Rayleigh Bear dribbles out front. Chest pass, Aaliyah L. Conference's leading scorer has just 5 points. Brown, jab step, a deep three-pointer, bricked it off the backboard. Rebound Hill. Caroline Hill brings it front court, crossover dribble. Between the legs now out front against Alicia Brown. Around his screen by Knuckles. Dribbles into the corner, gives it to Rogers. Rogers dribbles back out front, right-hand dribble, skip past Gonzalez. Gonzalez off a ball screen, nothing there. 12 to shoot, into the corner. Knuckles rips through, going baseline. Euro step between 2 and lays it in. Crafty finish from Maddie Knuckles. That's her 11th point. It's back to a 6-point game, 73-67. 2.5 to play in the third. Dribble handoff with Aaliyah L. Skip to Brown. 4 of 4 from 3. This one spins in and out. Her first miss. Carson-Newman transition opportunity, and Aaliyah L. reaches in and fouls Gonzalez. Bears thought it was a clean strip, but Aaliyah L. charged for the foul. That's her second. No fouls to give, so Gonzalez is heading to the foul line for Carson-Newman. 73-67. And Carson-Newman's going to have a couple of subs coming in. Madeline Ladd back into the game. Out goes Sullivan. And Carly Hayworth's going to check in for Gonzalez, who's shooting these foul shots. Gonzalez at the line. First free throw is up and good. She is 6 of 7 in the game and has now 12 points in the contest. Eagles have 4 in double digits in scoring as well. Second free throw up, good. It's a 4-point game again. Multiple times Carson-Newman's been within 4 since an early 8-0 scoring run from Lenoir-Rhyne. They've not got any closer than this. Down 4, 2:20 to play in the third. 73-69. Bear has the ball out front. And Carly Hayworth, as Bear tried to go around her, grabbed onto Bear. Third team foul. Second on Hayworth. Bear is a tall point guard as well, 5'10", compared to Hayworth's 5'5" stature there. And Bear's length bothered Hayworth that time to commit the foul. Bear has the ball around his screen, hands off Charles. Charles left-hand dribble and dribbled it off her foot, out of bounds. And LR commits its 7th turnover to give the ball back to Carson-Newman. Approaching 2 to play in the third. Eagles down 4, trying to get within a possession for the first time since the opening minutes. To Madeline Ladd, left wing. Lob at Knuckles, head of the key, reverse to Rogers. Down screen for Ladd, turns down the 3. Jab steps, rips through, now gives to Rogers, right wing. Keeley inside the arc. Spins on L, driving to the basket, flips it up and hits the side of the backboard. And it's out of bounds off Carson-Newman. Shot clock was down to 7. Eagles had to make something happen. Nothing doing there. And the ball back with the Bears with 100 seconds to play in the third quarter. Another high-scoring quarter that has seen Carson-Newman outscore the Bears 24-19. Bounce pass to Aaliyah L. She has just 5 points. Drives into the middle of the paint. Stops, kicks it back out Charles. Charles drives a closeout, going baseline. Backing down, Knuckles flips it up, scores, and 1. Trista Charles off the bench now has 9. And draws the foul on Maddie Knuckles. That's her third. And fourth team foul. 75-69. Bears extending the lead back out to 6. A career day from the freshman Abigail Brown, but as well as Trista Charles, who completes the three-point play. This is her first game of her career with double figures in scoring. She has 10. The lead for the Bears is 7. Hayworth crossover dribble around his screen out front. Hands off Rogers. Rogers dribbling out front. Fires a pass to Knuckles. Driving baseline. Blocking foul. Or Euro step in the lane. And they call a charge underneath. Knuckles tried to split 2 defenders and is called for a foul. That's the 4th foul on Maddie Knuckles with 70 seconds left in the third quarter. Chloe Heath's going to sprint to the scorer's table to take the place of Knuckles, who committed the foul on the one end of the floor with the Charles and 1, and then just committed an offensive foul. Sullivan also going to come back into the game, and Madeline Ladd will exit in these final moments. 76-69. 65 seconds to play, third quarter. Bounce pass Aaliyah L out front. Around his screen, driving to the basket. Rogers defending, stays straight up, shot up, missed it, wild one. Rebound, Caroline Hill. Caroline Hill dribbles up the right sideline, gets around Alicia Brown, skip pass deflected. It'll stay with Carson-Newman, 47 seconds to play in the third. Both teams shooting above 50% in the third quarter, but LR continues to hold a distinct advantage from long range. They're 3 of 6 in the quarter compared to Carson-Newman's 1 of 3. Inbound to Sullivan. Extra pass to Heath, reverse to the right wing, Caroline Hill. Hill dribbling, gives to Carly Hayworth. Carly driving inside, right to the basket, is whacked and fouled. 36.3 seconds left in the third. Hayworth's going to the line after Trista Charles' first foul. Her and Bear were in the area and both just whacked Hayworth to the floor. And Hayworth will get free throws for Carson-Newman. 4 points for Carly in the game. First one's up, swished in. Carson-Newman's 15 of 18 from the line and has shot more free throws than the Bears, which is something Lenoir-Rhyne does very well. Get to the line and make them as Hayworth makes the second foul shot. 76-71, Hayworth will exit. Gonzalez back in. 5-point game with a 6.5-second difference between the two clocks here down the stretch in the third. Another good scoring quarter from the Eagles, but they've not been able to hold down LR's offense. Bear, top of the key, around his screen. Crossover dribble gives to Charles. Head of the key three is in the air. It is short. It rolls around and falls through. The second three for Trista Charles. It's 79-71. Shot clock off. 12 seconds. All the rolls and bounces for the Bears today. Dribble handoff with Caroline Hill. Out front, Rogers. Handoff, Gonzalez. 3 seconds. Out to Hill. Left wing three. Short. Rebound Bears. That's the end of the third quarter. Carson-Newman trailed by 9 at the break. Trailed by as many as 14 in that third quarter. Got as close as 4. But heads to the fourth, down 8 because Lenoir-Rhyne continues to shoot the cover off the basketball. They go 4 of 7 in the third and are shooting 65% from 3 with 15 3-point makes. 79-71, we head to the fourth with the Eagles down 8 on the Eagles Sports Network.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned and service-driven.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Carson-Newman heads to the fourth quarter down by 8 points, 79-71. The theme from the first two games this year they've won when trailing at halftime has been strong third quarters to take a fourth quarter lead. That's not going to be the case here in Hickory, but it will be Eagles ball to start the fourth quarter. Carson-Newman this year 9-0 when leading after 3 quarters. 9-0 when leading after 3. 10-0, when leading after 3. And 0-3 when trailing after 3 quarters. Can they do it on the road and do it trailing in the fourth? Rogers reverse to Sullivan. She pump fakes the 3, drives middle of the paint, reverses out Caroline Hill, pump fakes a 3, robs back to Rogers. One more right corner Heath. Pump fakes, gives it back to Sullivan. Good half-court defense here from the Bears with 10 to shoot. Sullivan right-hand dribble, flips it up and missed it. Rebound, Gonzalez has it tipped out. Eagles get a fresh 20 on the opening possession of this fourth quarter as Knuckles will come back into the game with those 4 fouls and take the place of Hill. So Carson-Newman's got its starting 5 on the floor. 20 seconds into the fourth quarter. Inbound Gonzalez, left baseline. Still looking, needs to get it in, still has the ball, gives it to Knuckles, back to Gonzalez, crafty play in the left-hand layup from the left side. What a play. Knuckles at the last second was available for a pass. Gonzalez gave it back to her. And it's a 79-73 game, 40 seconds into the fourth. Gonzalez has 15. Abigail Brown, game's leading scorer, has the ball. Left-hand dribble, middle of the paint, stops, has it stripped by Gonzalez in the lane. No numbers the other way, but Emily's taking it to the basket. Right-hand layup, missed it. Deflects out to Knuckles. Offensive rebound. Knuckles gives to Chloe Heath. Harassed by Elle, going to the basket, has it deflected, kept in bounds by Brown. Right to Sullivan for a 3. Too strong. Rebound, Alicia Brown. She dribbles the ball into the front court with her team up by 6. Driving into the middle of the paint. Running shot up good. 81-73. Alicia Brown has her 14th point to make it an 8-point game again. Approaching 90 seconds into the fourth quarter. Gonzalez bounce pass to Maddie Knuckles. Around his screen she goes. Driving inside and is fouled. Rayleigh Bear reaches in and commits her third foul. First by LR in the fourth. Lauren Arnold's back into the game. Out goes Trista Charles, who has a career-high 13 and hasn't missed. Emily Gonzalez inbounds left baseline with the Eagles down 8. Gonzalez looking, gives it back to Sullivan. Flip shot up from 10 feet is good off the bank. Board it goes, 19 for Jen on her 7th make, and it's back to a 6-point game. Aaliyah L, right wing. She is 2 of 10, reverses to Alicia Brown. Spin in the lane by Brown, met by a double team, and the call is a jump ball. The arrow favors the Bears. Good job by Gonzalez and Sullivan to collapse in defensively on Brown, forced the double team, and got the jump ball. 8:10 to go, fourth quarter. Bear will inbound. Inbound, deflected. Arnold ends up with it. Now drives to the basket. Euro step, flip shot, good. Lauren Arnold has her first basket of the game, and it's back to an 8-point game, 83-75. Gonzalez, right-hand dribble, going to the basket. Shot up is good and one. Aaliyah L fouls Gonzalez as she takes it all the way in for her 17th point, plus the foul. Third foul on Aaliyah L. And Carson-Newman once again back down 6, thanks to the Gonzalez drive inside. L will check out. Amaya Porter's coming into the game. Gonzalez up to 17 points in the game to go along with 6 rebounds. Gonzalez's free throw is no good. Hit the right side of the iron and missed it. Just her first miss from the stripe in 9 attempts. Rayleigh Bear has the basketball. Emery Satoris, the first-year Bears coach, calls out for a play. Bear gives it to Abigail Brown. Left-hand dribble to the basket. In the lane is fouled. Who's the foul on underneath? It's on Jen Sullivan, away from the play there. Bumped into Brown, trying to play help side defense. And commits her second foul. It's the second of the quarter, first of the quarter as well. Free throws for Abigail Brown, 6 of 7 in the game with 32 points. And the first one swished in, she has 33. 84-77. Second one is up and missed it short. Rebound tapped out by the Bears. Bear. It'll go to Carson-Newman. 84-77, 7:38 to play. And a shootout in Hickory. Emily Gonzalez brings the ball up the floor. Light pressure from Amaya Porter. Now across midcourt, Gonzalez comes. Chest pass to Sullivan out front. 15 to shoot. Play all sorts of combobulation here from Carson-Newman. They finally get into their set. Knuckles gives it back to Sullivan, right wing, pump fake on the 3. Hesitates, now drives, kicks it. Rogers, left corner 3 from Keeley is up. It's short. Rebound deflects in the lane, controlled by Abigail Brown. Outlet pass to Porter. Porter brings it front court to the trailing Bear. One more Abigail Brown. Driving to the basket. Left-hand shot off glass is good. That's too easy. Abigail Brown has 35. And it's a 9-point game, 86-77. Emily Gonzalez has the ball left wing. Right-hand dribble, flips for Sullivan right wing. Sullivan, one-hand pass to Rogers at the right block. Kicks it back out, Sullivan. Catch and shoot, 3. Buckets! CN needed an answer, and Jen Sullivan delivers with her 22nd point, 86-80. And LR throws it in the backcourt. Gonzalez is after it, and it'll be an over and back. 86-80, 6:27 to go. LR is saying that was tipped. In the backcourt by Gonzalez first. If Gonzalez did not hit it first, it would be they're going to say it's an inadvertent whistle, and it'll be Lenoir-Rhyne ball. I think that's the right call. Gonzalez went to the floor to dive for it and touched it first, which would take away the backcourt violation. Hindsight, Gonzalez should have just let it go. It would have been a backcourt violation. Instead, try to make the hustle play, and it ends up with Lenoir-Rhyne ball and a fresh 30-second shot clock, up 6. Bounce pass Arnold. Isolates against Knuckles, flips one up and missed it. Rebound deflects along the baseline, and Knuckles recovers. 6:10 to play. Rogers has the ball. In the front court, Back cutting. Sullivan loses it, gets it back. No, stolen by Arnold underneath. Sullivan had it for a moment, but turns it over. 10th Carson-Newman turnover. Brown in the lane, spins on Gonzalez, and is fouled. Emily Gonzalez commits her third foul on a spinning attempt in the lane by Alicia Brown. Just over 4 minutes into the fourth quarter, 86-80. Alicia Brown is at the foul line to shoot 2 free throws. It's her first attempts of the game. For a Bears team, 77% in the game. First one's up good. Most points that Carson-Newman's allowed in a game this year. 87 at the moment, and there's still a lot of basketball to play. Next one up, and good. Bounces around and through. Aaliyah L's coming back in. Alicia Brown will exit for LR. I think I would ask head coach Mike Mincy before the game, you hold Aaliyah out of 5 points with 6 to play in the game. You feel pretty good about your chances, but the freshman Abigail Brown has 35 to make up for that. And that's why LR is up 8. And their three-point shooting. Gonzalez in the lane, kicks it out to Chloe Heath. Chest pass, right corner, Sullivan. Jen around his screen. Steps back now, right-hand dribble, drive to the basket, flips it up and missed it. Rebound, Lauren Arnold. Arnold gives it back to L. L has the ball, now gives it to Bear. Bear inside the arc, drives, kicks it left corner. Abigail Brown for 3, yeah. 7 threes for Abigail Brown. She's got 38. Bears up 11, 91-80. Gonzalez inside the arc, gives to a cutting Knuckles, and she's grabbed. No, we got a timeout by Carson-Newman. 5:10 to play in the fourth quarter, and Abigail Brown continues to have one of the best games by an individual in the SAC this season. She has 38 on 7 threes, and the Bears lead by 11, 91-80. 5 minutes, 10 seconds to play here in Hickory on the Eagles Sports Network.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Carson-Newman's deficit is back to double digits. LR has made 4 of its 6 shots in the fourth quarter. Carson-Newman's just made 4 of its 9. But the Bears continue to shoot the absolute cover off the ball. They are 16 of 24 from 3. The law of averages is not paid off for Carson-Newman, and Abigail Brown continues to have the best game by an individual in the SAC this year. She has 38. And Carson-Newman's down 11. Inbound to Knuckles. It's loose in the painted area, and LR takes it away for a steal. Halfway through the fourth quarter, Eagles turn it over out of the timeout for the 11th time in the game. Chest pass, Aaliyah L. back to Rayleigh Bear. 91-80. Bears have the 11-point lead. Arnold spinning on Knuckles, puts a shot up and scores it. 93-80, 4:45 to play. Bears back up by 13, largest lead for them in the fourth quarter. Sullivan around his screen. Stops, gives to Chloe Heath. Right wing 3 is short. Long rebound out to Gonzalez. She drives inside, flips it up, missed it. Offensive rebound, Emily puts it back up, no. Offensive rebound, Rogers gives it to Knuckles. 8-foot shot, bounces around and out. Rebound, fought for, it's off LR. Media timeout, 4:24 to play. Bears by 13, 93-80. Carson-Newman has missed 5 of its last 6 shots and has seen the deficit go to 13 with 4:23 to play. We take our final media break here in Hickory on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Carson-Newman down by 13. It'll be Eagles ball out of the timeout. First Bank is the official bank of Carson-Newman Athletics and the only place you can get a Carson-Newman Eagles debit card. Stop by any First Bank location today to get your Carson-Newman debit card and show your Eagles pride. Jen Sullivan out of the inbound is wide open for a three. Missed it long. Offensive rebound. Maddie Knuckles spin in the lane, and she's fouled with 4:18 to play. Foul on Lauren Arnold is going to be her fourth. First Bear with 4 fouls will send Maddie Knuckles to the foul line. Lenoir-Rhyne has a new single-game record for three-point makes. They hit 14 against Mars Hill in 2019. As Knuckles makes the free throw, they've hit 16 in this game. And not only have they hit 16, but they've only attempted 24 to get to that mark. 93-81 after the first make and 93-82 after the second make. Knuckles has 13 as Trista Charles returns to take the place of Lauren Arnold. So Eagles down double digits will stay in their man-to-man defense in the half court. Going to need multiple stops and multiple scores. Pile those together and this can get close and interesting again. Bear has the ball, top of the key. Lobs it back out for Brown, who has 38. Gives it back to Bear. Bear between the legs dribble against the defense of Gonzalez. Right hand in and out dribble, spins. Gives it to Brown, right wing, clock down to 6. She drives in the lane, forces one up and missed it, but is fouled. Foul is on whom? 2 officials talk it over. It's on Chloe Heath. Chloe has picked up her 3rd foul, and Abigail Brown, with 2 made free throws, can get her 40th point of the game. The freshman bends the knees, and the first one's up and off to the left. She has had a almost perfect day. 12 of 22 shooting, 7 of 10 from 3, 7 of 10 from the foul line. Her second one's up, swished in. 94-82, Alicia Brown returns to the floor. Bears are going to go small here. They've got 4 guards on the floor with the freshman Brown playing the 5 position. 12-point game, 3:45 to go. Rogers, chest pass to Gonzalez out front. Gonzalez, right-hand dribble. Finds a cutting Rogers left-hand layup is good. Nice find there by Emily. Her 3rd assist to Rogers for her 9th point. It's a 10-point game, 3.5 to play in the 4th rather. Bear out front, in and out dribble against Rogers. Bounce pass L. L guarding Gonzalez, gives it to Porter, now back to Bear. Now to Brown, pump fakes the 3, drives in the lane, lobs it corner, catch 3, Alicia Brown, buckets. They just keep falling for Lenoir-Rhyne. 17 made threes on 25 attempts. Back to 13 is Carson-Newman's deficit. Sullivan around his screen. Deep 2 is up good. 97-86. Timeout Mike Mincy. 2:59 to play in the game. 32nd timeout. Just when you think they may stop falling in for Lenoir-Rhyne from beyond the arc, they continue to drop. Alicia Brown is 5 of 6 with 19 points quietly because Abigail Brown has 39. Timeout Carson-Newman. It has 1 timeout left. LR has 2. Alicia Brown's 3-pointer made it a 13-point game. It's now 11 after Jen's basket. And Brown has a new career high in threes made with 5 in the game. 97-86. Carson-Newman does not sub after that sequence, and Mike Mincy's putting his full court pressure defense on here. It'll be LR ball, but Carson-Newman's got all 5 players right now in LR's backcourt. 97-86. Bears will inbound. They've got 4 guards and Abigail Brown, their forward, on the floor. Alicia Brown will inbound. Lobs it in, Bear in the corner, fakes a pass tipped, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bears, 26 on the shot clock, so 6 seconds to get it across, and LR will inbound along the far sideline with still plenty of feet to go to get it across half court. L inbounds backcourt in the deep backcourt for Porter. Need to get it across, they find L. L turns and is fouled. They had a second to get it across, and L was going to get it across just in time before Sullivan fouled her. Third on Jen. 2:49 to play is Carson-Newman's 4th team foul, so no more to give. L will inbound from the far sideline. The conference's leading scorer has just 5 points and averages 20 a game. Eagles have defended her very well, but not the LR perimeter shooters. 2:49 to play. LR's closing in on the century mark for the 2nd straight game. Would be the first time in 4 years that Carson-Newman's given up 100 points or more to an opponent. Bear dribbles out front. Fakes a pass, now bounces to Abigail Brown, 12 to shoot. She rips through, driving to the basket, stops, flips it up, and airballed it. Offensive rebound, L goes up, missed it, deflects, Gonzalez has it. 2.5 to play. Emily brings it across half court. The Eagles down 11. Knuckles driving to the basket, kicks it out. Sullivan, one more. Emily Gonzalez, pump fakes a 3. Head of the key, shot up and short. Long rebound, Abigail Brown. Out to a running Alicia Brown. Layup is not going to be attempted. It's deflected out by Sullivan. Good hustle back by Carson-Newman to not allow for the easy 2, but the Eagles can't buy a 3-pointer today. 6 of 22 from 3 compared to LR's 17 of 25. They've shot 57% or better from 3 in each quarter, and they have not missed from 3 in the 4th. They're 2 of 2. Arnold puts her head down and turns it over. A steal for Sullivan and the Eagles. 2:10 to go. Eagles down 11. Rogers front court, right-hand dribble. Gives to trailing Sullivan. Long 3 is buckets. 8-point game, 2 to play. 97-89. Carson-Newman does not go full court press. They're just in a full court man-to-man as Porter walks it across half court. Eagles need to... Brown has it out front. 1:45 to go. Abigail Brown has the ball. She has 39 and gives off to Alicia Brown, who has 19. 9 to shoot. They hand it off to Aaliyah L with 7. L around a screen. Crossover dribble. Trips, falls, travels. 1:34 to go. LR crowd thought it maybe had been a travel as L was navigating the lane. Instead, she turns it over. 8th LR turnover. Ball back to Carson-Newman, down 8 with 94 seconds left. Can the three-point shot become a factor for the Eagles here down the stretch? They have just 7 makes from beyond the arc in the game compared to LR's 17. Sullivan has 5 of those. She has a quiet 27 because Abigail Brown has 39. LR crowd starting to get into it. Sullivan is 2 away from her career high with 27 points now in the game. Eagles inbound the ball. Gonzalez across midcourt. 90 ticks to play. Emily crossover dribble inside the arc. Gives it to Rogers. Corner 3 is up in the air. It's an air ball. Brown rebounds. Falls to the floor and travels. Fell to the floor and traveled. That is LR's 10th turnover. So Carson-Newman gets the ball back. Down 8. I think there's some sweat maybe on the floor in the painted area or just outside the painted area in the mid-range area on the left side, and that's why maybe Brown slipped and fell and then just rolled on the floor, which was a travel. Mike Mincy's trying to point out some spots on the floor that need to be attended to. 1:22 to play, 97-89. Carson-Newman continues to hang around, has trailed for this entire game after an 8-0 run early by the Bears. 1:22 to play. The official has readied for play, and Gonzalez will inbound, left baseline. Sullivan around his screen, nothing there. Gets into the corner, 5-second violation. Carson-Newman couldn't get it in bounds, nobody open. And the Eagles turn it over. 1:22 to play. Arnold will inbound. Eagles in their full court pressure. Arnold gets it in. It's deflected out by Emily Gonzalez. No time comes off the clock on the deflection. Inbound, Arnold. Looking, bounces Porter near Carson-Newman's basket, dribbling the ball. Right-hand dribble, still lobs it front court. It deflected, stolen. Knuckles had it. It's loose on the floor, and LR called a timeout. Timeout LR. They have one left now as Emerisa Torres was calling for a timeout, and they got one when they had the ball. 30-second timeout. Carson-Newman nearly had the steal. Knuckles shot the gap, but could not corral possession of it. With two Bears in the area, they were able to get enough possession back to get a timeout. 74 seconds left in the game, 97-89 the score. Carson-Newman has no fouls to give. Both teams have one timeout left. So if the Eagles like to play the long game here and put LR on the free throw line, they don't have to worry about having to give more fouls to get to that point. Once they foul, it would be free throws. LR has one to foul to give. An up-tempo, high-scoring clash. We anticipated this, and we've got it. But it's been LR's barrage from three that's been the difference. Eagles trying to mount a late comeback. It's LR ball up 8. Inbound backcourt to Porter. Porter fouled immediately by Sullivan. So the Eagles may be playing the long game here. That's 4 fouls on Jen Sullivan. And her and Knuckles have 4 with 73 seconds left in the game. Amaya Porter to the foul line. It's a Bears team that makes 19 foul shots a game. They'll send their point guard, Porter, who is 33% for the year. First one up, good. No surprise. 98-89. Entering this game, Porter was a 33% foul shooter. She makes both. Timeout Mike Mincy. That's his last timeout. Porter was 5 of 15 for the year, just made 2 free throws to make it a 10-point game again. As LR is a point within the century mark here in Hickory. If you're just joining us here in Hickory, North Carolina, Andrew Rogers, glad to have you on board for what has been a high-scoring, high-level offensive clash between two teams on winning streaks. Carson-Newman's on its longest road winning streak in 5 years, at 4 in a row on the road and 6 in a row for the year. But they've run up against the Lenoir-Rhyne team that's won 4 straight and has not lost here inside Shuford Arena, that has also shot 68% of 3, 17 of 25, and have a program best 17 threes in a single game. They've shot 51% for the game, 45.5 are the Eagles, who have just not been able to overcome Lenoir-Rhyne's sharp shooting from 3 and the fabulous freshman performance of Abigail Brown, who has 39 on 7 3-point makes. Eagles ball after the timeout. No timeouts left for Carson-Newman. .113 to go. Mike Mincy thought the ball was going to advance, but we're still not under a minute yet, so they have to go all the way to the backcourt to inbound it. 70 seconds left. Eagles down 10. Sullivan has 27 in the game. She's got the ball out front. Right wing. Crossover dribble and a foul. Amaya Porter bumps into Sullivan. Of all calls in this game, that's an interesting one. There was minimal contact, but enough that the whistle was blown. That's the 4th on Porter. I think everybody in the arena was confused at that call, even the LR fans. Inbound to Knuckles. She spins on Brown, misses the shot, and now a foul underneath as Chloe Heath goes up for a shot. Knuckles missed the first one. Heath got the offensive rebound and was fouled by Elysia Brown. 3rd on Brown, and that'll send the freshman Chloe Heath to the foul line. Good day for Chloe. 12 points for her on 5 of 10 shooting. All of those points in the first half. That's her first point after halftime as she makes the first free throw. 99-90. Fourth game of the year with double figures for Heath. She misses the second one. It's rebounded by Arnold. Outlet pass to Porter. Porter is going to lose it out of bounds along the sideline. It stays with LR as she was racing up the far sideline, outrunning 2 Eagles. 54 seconds. Inbound. Mike Mincy says we're going to play defense out here. Porter gives it to Brown. Brown out front. Has the basketball. Here comes a double team. And we've got a foul. Rogers tried to double and ran into Brown, but the foul actually is on Gonzalez. Fourth on Emily. So 3 Eagles have 4 fouls here in the fourth quarter. And Abigail Brown will head to the free throw line to try to get a 40-point game. First free throw is up, and it's good. 40 points for Abigail Brown, and it's also LR's 100th point of the game. First time in a decade an Eagle opponent has gone for 40 or more. Next free throw is up. Good. 41 for Abigail Brown. Carson-Newman's down 11. 101-90. Inbound to Rogers. Rogers approaching midcourt. Skips pass to Gonzalez. Emily out front. Kicks it out. Pass deflected out. (101-90). 35 seconds to play. Inbound to Rogers. Handoff Sullivan. Sullivan between the legs dribble into the painted area. Stops, shoots, and scores. Sullivan matches her career high with 29. Timeout LR with 27.5 seconds to play. It's 101-92. High-level basketball game. Jens matched her career high with 29 on 11 made baskets in the game. Set her career high last year against UVA-Wise. Second time in her career. She's also made 11 field goals. She's also made 5 threes, but she has not been able to help overcome an LR barrage from 3. 17 of 25 from 3. A program best in three-pointers for a game, and they've got a fabulous freshman performance from Abigail Brown, and I'll say it now, I don't know if there's going to be a performance like this one we'll see from an individual in the SAC this season. Brown has 41 points on 12 of 23 shooting, 7 of 10 from 3, and 10 of 13 from 3. To put it into perspective, Abigail Brown entered the game with 8 made threes on the year. She makes 7 in this game. Carson-Newman is going to come out and play defense here down 9. We'll see if the Eagles elect to play the long game, try to foul here. If Mike Mincy says we'll just play it out and not foul. LR will have to get it in. They do get it into Brown. Carson-Newman will double Brown. She dribbles left, and a foul is called. And Abigail Brown can add on to her 41-point day. LR's program record for points scored in a game is by Grace Sherrill against Winston-Salem State on March of 1997. As Brown makes the free throw. The Eagles have given up 102 points, first time since December of 22, and a 29-point loss at Limestone that an opposing team has scored 100 or more. Brown misses the second foul shot. 102-92, 20 seconds left in the game. Gonzalez brings it front court, driving inside, gives it to Sullivan. Right wing three is up, missed it too strong. Rebound fought for. Arnold has it, and she's fouled. Chloe Heath fouls underneath. And with 13 seconds left, we'll go 94 feet to shoot more foul shots. Free throws for Lauren Arnold the other direction. As LR continues to saw away a home victory, they're going to stay unbeaten in Shuford this year at now 7-0 as Arnold misses the free throw. Carson-Newman's going to see its 4-game road winning streak and 6-game winning streak come to an end. And I guess that's the 5th foul on Chloe Heath. It is. And so the Eagles are going to have to bring a sub into the game. They already shot a free throw as well, so Heath now will exit with her 13 points. her fourth double-figure game of the year. Caroline Hill into the game as Arnold's second free throw is good, 103-92. Eagles will bring it up the floor. If they take another shot, it'll just matter for the score. Gonzalez has the ball inside the arc, flips one up, missed it, rebound Brown, 4th and 3, and that'll run out the clock. Lenoir-Rhyne stays perfect at Shuford Arena, collecting a 103-92 win behind a 42-point day from Abigail Brown. And the Bears not only got 42 from their freshman phenom, they hit a program best 17 threes in the game. Phenomenal performance from Lenoir-Rhyne, and they stay unbeaten here in Shuford Arena. Final score is 103-92. Just the third time that Carson-Newman has lost a game when scoring 90 points in the Mike Mincy era. Domino's post-game report heads your way after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
The game's over, but we're just getting warmed up. The Domino's post-game report starts in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's post-game report on the Eagles Sports Network.
Left wing Rutherford, 3 up, and kaboom! Tori Rutherford.
Your stats breakdown. A conversation with Mike Mincy, presented by Modern Woodman Financial Planning. Plus the selection of the AEC electrifying play and the Premier Building Maintenance Player of the Game are all headed your way. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilite, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burt Carr Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
All right, Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you into the Domino's post-game report as Carson-Newman drops its 4th game of the season by a final score of 103-92. Lenoir-Rhyne makes a program best 17 threes in this game.